The financial world is buzzing with excitement, and for good reason. BRICS countries have just made a move that's sending shockwaves through the global financial system. XRP, Ripple's native cryptocurrency, is at the center of this financial earthquake. People are whispering about XRP potentially hitting $22. Is this just another crypto pipe dream? Or are we witnessing the birth of a new financial order? Let's dive deep and uncover the truth. Also, here's some exciting news. We're gearing up for a spectacular XRP giveaway as we near the 6,000 subscriber milestone. Participating is super easy with 3 steps. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and toggle on notifications to join our community. Also, remember to drop a #XRP is king in the comments to ensure you're in the running for the giveaway. First, let's understand who the BRICS nations are. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These economic powerhouses have been flexing their muscles on the world stage, with growth rates that make Western economies look like they're standing still. What's their endgame? Creating a financial ecosystem that isn't tethered to the US dollar, giving them more control over their economic destinies. Now enter Ripple. If you're not familiar with Ripple, it's a revolutionary digital payment network built on cutting-edge blockchain technology. XRP is its native digital asset, and it's designed to make international payments lightning fast and dirt cheap. While traditional bank transfers feel like they're still using carrier pigeons, Ripple completes transactions in seconds, not days. Here's where things get interesting. BRICS nations aren't just casually interested in XRP, they're exploring it as a serious alternative to the aging SWIFT system that currently dominates international finance. Think about it. When you send money across borders today, you're using a system designed decades ago. It's slow, expensive, and frankly outdated. Banks are charged hefty fees, and these costs eventually trickle down to everyday people like you and me. Ripple's technology offers a stark contrast. Transactions that would normally take days and cost a small fortune can be completed in seconds for pennies on the dollar. For BRICS countries looking to assert their independence from Western financial infrastructure, this isn't just appealing, it's revolutionary. And BRICS nations are not alone in recognizing Ripple's potential. Major financial institutions worldwide that are already implementing Ripple's technology. Banking giants like Santander and Standard Chartered aren't just testing the waters. They're diving in headfirst, integrating Ripple's solutions into their operations. This isn't speculation, it's happening right now under our noses. The implications here are massive. If BRICS countries fully embrace XRP for their international transactions, we're not just talking about a minor shift in the crypto market. We're talking about a fundamental realignment of global financial power. And as more nations follow suit, XRP's utility, and by extension its value, could skyrocket. So can XRP really reach $22? Let's put this in perspective. Currently, XRP hovers between 50 cents and $1. The jump to $22 would represent a 2,200% increase from the $1 mark. Sounds impossible? Let's remember that in the crypto world, we've seen more dramatic price movements before. The key factor here is utility and adoption. Unlike many cryptocurrencies that are primarily speculative assets, XRP has a clear use case in the real world of finance. Every time a bank or financial institution uses Ripple's network for cross-border payments, XRP's utility increases. And if BRICS nations, representing over 40% of the world's population and a significant chunk of global GDP, standardize on XRP for their international transactions, we're talking about unprecedented levels of adoption. But why are countries beyond BRICS also eyeing XRP with growing interest? It all comes down to one word: sanctions. In recent years, we've seen Western powers, particularly the United States, wielding economic sanctions like a financial weapon. Countries like Russia, Iran, and even allies who've fallen out of favor have felt the sting of being cut off from dollar-denominated systems. This has created a powerful incentive for nations to seek alternatives that can't be so easily controlled by a single country. XRP and Ripple's technology offer exactly that: a decentralized system that gives countries financial sovereignty. It's not just about efficiency anymore. It's about freedom from potential economic coercion. What makes Ripple particularly interesting is its focus. While Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies position themselves as alternatives to traditional banking, Ripple takes a different approach. Rather than trying to replace banks, Ripple aims to empower them. Its technology is designed to integrate with existing financial infrastructure, making it a partner to banks rather than a competitor. This strategic positioning has allowed Ripple to forge partnerships with hundreds of financial institutions worldwide. From Asia to Europe, from Africa to the Americas, banks are quietly implementing Ripple solutions, preparing for a future where fast, cheap international transactions are the norm, not the exception. The recent legal victories Ripple has scored against the SEC have only accelerated this trend. As regulatory clarity increases, institutional adoption is following suit. Banks that were once hesitant due to legal uncertainties are now moving forward with implementing Ripple's technology. All of this creates a perfect storm for XRP's price potential. As utility increases through widespread adoption, as BRICS countries potentially standardize on XRP for international transactions, and as more banks worldwide implement Ripple's solutions, the demand for XRP could explode. In a market driven by supply and demand, this could indeed push XRP to heights that seem unimaginable today. Of course, Ripple's path isn't without obstacles. The SEC lawsuit, while trending in Ripple's favor, isn't fully resolved. Regulatory challenges in various jurisdictions could slow adoption. And let's not forget the competition. SWIFT isn't standing still, and other blockchain solutions are vying for the same market. Central bank digital currencies also present both an opportunity and a challenge. On one hand, they validate the concept of digital currencies for international finance. On the other, they could potentially provide an alternative to XRP if properly implemented across borders. However, Ripple has a significant head start. Its technology is battle-tested, its network is already operational, and its partnerships span the globe. While CBDCs are still mostly in testing phases, Ripple is already moving real money across borders in real time. What's perhaps most fascinating about all this is how Ripple has positioned itself in the broader crypto ecosystem. While many crypto projects aim to disrupt and replace traditional finance, Ripple has taken a more pragmatic approach. It's not trying to eliminate banks, it's trying to make them better, faster, and more efficient. This position makes Ripple uniquely powerful. By working with the existing financial system rather than against it, Ripple has gained entrance to quarters of power that remain closed to more radical crypto projects. Banks don't see Ripple as a threat, they see it as a solution to their increasingly pressing cross-border payment problems. And as BRICS nations lead the charge toward a post-SWIFT, post-dollar-dominated financial system, Ripple stands ready with a solution that's already proven, already integrated with hundreds of financial institutions, and already moving billions of dollars across borders. So, could XRP really reach $22? The answer depends on how quickly and how extensively Ripple's technology is adopted globally. If current trends continue, if BRICS nations formally adopt XRP for international settlements, if more banks worldwide implement Ripple's solutions, and if regulatory clarity continues to improve, then yes, $22 XRP isn't just possible. It might even be conservative. What we're witnessing isn't just another crypto price prediction. It's the potential beginning of a fundamental realignment of the global financial system. A shift away from dollar hegemony toward a more balanced, multipolar system where transactions happen in seconds rather than days, and costs are measured in pennies rather than percentages. For investors watching this space, the implications are clear. XRP isn't just another cryptocurrency, it's potentially the backbone of a new international financial order. As always, do your own research, understand the risks, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. But keep a close eye on developments in this space, because the financial system of tomorrow might look very different from the one we know today. If you found this analysis valuable, make sure to hit that like button. For more insights into the evolving world of finance and cryptocurrency, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. The financial revolution won't be televised, but it will be on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.